Hello everybody, welcome back to Dominions 5. We are playing a Disciples game with a bunch of other YouTubers. I am playing as Eriu, and my partner is playing as Vanheim, and we are getting crushed by Ashdod and Ulm, although mostly Ashdod, with his Meme Blessed Giants with Quickness, Blood Surge, and Fire and Air Resist. It is turn 13. This episode, we'll try to get through turns 13, 14, and 15. Vanheim has sent me all his gems. I will talk about the gems in a minute. Let's go through the turn first. Let's look at these battles. So I attacked... Oh, last turn I didn't have... for some reason I didn't have the orders. So now we will find out, all of us together, what I had ordered my guys to do. So apparently I ordered my guys to take this province from Ulm. So they shouldn't have a problem, although this commander is being very brave. But it's okay, he's fighting Indies, so he wins. So we take that province. Then we expanded somewhere. Oh, we took this swamp, because I guess, okay, whatever. It's a bunch of Indies, we don't care. Then, I guess I had recruited a random commander in case he didn't leave any PD, but he left some PD. But then he routes. I don't know what just happened here. Whatever. This wasn't important. Oh, and here, no resistance. I'll have to take a look at what this is. Then Ulm attacks here. We just had a little bit of PD. And then he takes back control of Vanheim. Of course, there's just a little bit of PD here, so it doesn't matter. And then unexpected event. Okay, so let's look at the map. Things will be clear. Okay, so yeah, I guess I had a guy attacking here for some reason. Anyways, I'm gonna do I have a random indie commander here who's doing nothing. He's got one sacred with him. We'll ping this province. You never know, if he doesn't have any PD, we might win. Meanwhile, I took this province over here. I'm just trying to get the, random provinces while we can, expand while we can. And then I took, this province. He didn't put any PD here. So I had scouted this with a scout, literally, that there was no PD. And so I literally took this province with a scout. And then Ulm had moved all the way up to here. So I took both these provinces away from him because there's no PD here. And here I just took it with my army. So I'm going to take this little army. We're going to move south and take this province from the Indies. And then I have gathered some sacreds and some archers, and we are going to move here and take out this Indie province because it has a lot of money and we should get it before Marignan does. And then I decided, you know what, let's be brave. And this is just a bunch of archers and militia, right? It should be pretty easy. So we're going to just send this guy in solo because my thinking is, I mean, to start off, he's got high defense, but after the Berserk will pop, he'll only have like 15 defense, but he'll have like 20-something protection. He should be fine. Plus, he's got like a nice weapon, so he should be fine. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I am finally saving a bit of money because I do plan to build a fort here one day. That's another thing. We're super late. We're super delayed in our development, right? Because we've been recruiting fancy ponies every turn, so we don't have any money. We haven't built any forts. And we have 1,000,000 gems that we can't use because I'm still sticking to my guns and I want to get mist form because, go all the way for the ponies, right? That's a good strategy, right? No, it's a terrible strategy, but it's what we're doing. So that's it for this turn. Let's load up the next turn. Turn 14. Okay, a lot of stuff happening now. Vanheim had a bunch of gold. He can't use it anymore because he's under siege. So he is giving it to us, and then we'll actually be able to build stuff. Some expansion battles. Oh, here's our hero. Okay, so yeah. Oh, and he's lucky. So he is hard to actually kill. So let's speed this up. All right, so here we go. Defense 21. I think he's harassed a little bit. Sure. Protection 19. All right, kills a guy. Here, let's bring this up. So they're missing, right? And then he just kills a guy outright. Oh, he gets hit. All right, he got hit on the shield and head. So now his berserk has triggered. So hilariously, because he's so harassed, because he's being completely surrounded, and because the berserk gives him a -5, he actually has 5 defense. So for now, right now, everything is going to hit him. However, his protection is actually like 24. Now, I thought it would be higher, but you have diminishing returns from all this stacking stuff. Also, like, where is, let me see, where's the 15? Like, in this, I guess it's all natural protection, so that's why there's so much in diminishing returns. So the invulnerable, he just has a 10 natural protection, and the berserk and the invulnerable all give diminishing returns. Anyways, it's not as high as I thought it would be. I thought he would end up with like 27, 28 or something. He doesn't. So still he has 24 protection. Great, right? So he kills a guy. But like he still gets hit, right? So he gets hit for, let's bring it up. He gets hit for 5. So obviously the attack roll is good, right? And then damage roll, 12 plus 10 versus prot roll of 15 plus 2. How do we only have a 15 plus 2 with a prot roll, right? To me... Oh, no, okay, sorry. So because it's a spear, it is an armor defeating hit, so protection is reduced by whatever, 20 or 25%. Anyways, we got a terrible roll here, and we take 5 damage, and that single hit gives him a chest wound, because of course it does. All right, let's keep going. By the way, he only has like 18 hit points. Every turn he's killing one of them. Okay, we got hit for 2. Let's see. Yeah, 20 plus 5, you know. Now, you know, he's being hit a lot, so a lot of these prot rolls are good enough. But, like, our basic prot is 20, right? And their actual damage rolls are all, like, 12. So, you know, I guess we're bound to be hit sometimes. But it shouldn't be that often. Okay. Kill another guy. Got hit another time for 3. So, like, every round we get hit once, and then we, almost every round, take out one of theirs. Now we're at 10 hit points. This time we get hit for 6. Who hit us for 6? Oh, another spear. Yeah, same thing, another spear. All right, so long and short of it is that this guy just dies. But, oh yeah, so we do rout the militia, but now our guy wants to run away. But he's berserking, so he doesn't run away. And he actually misses some of these attacks. Come on, 2 hit points, you can do it. One, he gets hit for 1, he has 1 hit point left. The spearman rout, but now he's fatigued because despite the reinvig, he got a chest wound on that first attack. And so he tries to run away. Run away, run away, run away. Phew. Okay, so the hero kills 8 guys, gets mortally wounded, and runs off the battlefield. So not so heroic, but still an interesting. Like I just kind of wanted to play around with him. He, like I don't know, he doesn't have great. I mean, he has leadership 80, I guess, so he could be useful to lead troops around. With some items, I think you can maybe get him to obscene protection levels, but high protection levels isn't that great when you don't have a lot of hit points. I don't know. He could be fun in some other ways. Berserker 7 is pretty hilarious, though. Okay, let's look at the other fights here. We expanded here. This is just Indies. But then we bump into Marignan right after this. Actually, let's just skip to that part. So obviously we win here. But then we bump into Marignan, who is also expanding here. Now, we don't see Marignan's Bless. Oh, no, we do see Marignan's Bless. What is his Bless? His Bless is not too... it's just a fire and blood. There's probably... I guess there's no astral, but it's not much. Just attack, fire resistance, and blood surge. So they went scales. Now going fire resist is interesting. I don't know who they want to defend against with the fire resist. Maybe Ashdod and Ulm, I guess. But yeah, attack skill, fire resist, and blood surge. The attack skill makes sense versus elves, because you'll have a decent enough attack, and they have like 3 attacks per turn. However, with no magic weapons, that's sort of that's always a vulnerability. Still, Heavy Cav is strong. Heavy Cav is very strong, and so yeah, this is what they look like once they've got the blood surge active. So they're still 19 attack and 18 defense. And also very high protection, 2 attacks per turn, plus the charge on the first turn. So pretty strong guys. They chew through my guys, because despite being... I mean, Glamour is not like Ethereal. It's not... Whatever. My guys don't have great stats, and so he kills me in the bump. So I'll talk about the Diplo in a minute. Takes this back. I just had some PD. I was just randomly pinging with the leftover commander. He did have guys there, so that's that. And then we expanded here. This is just expansion versus Indies. Let's fast forward through this. I don't think there's anything new here. Yeah, nothing fancy is going on there. And then I guess we lost 1 guy. And we also expanded up here. Yeah, here we actually have some of our non-sacreds. We're using archers, but my guys kind of just stay stuck there, and they let the archers fight them off in melee, which is unfortunate. So we lose some Amazons, but that's it. Okay, unexpected event. Oh, alright, so after the epic battle, he retreats, and then he dies from the disease. So, thus lived Ferdiad, the Furlbog hero, who it turns out was not very heroic. As opposed to this guy, who I forgot to rename, who now has high precision. Yay! Okay, so this is where things stand right now. Vanheim is being sieged down, but very slowly, so for now he's just kind of twiddling his thumbs, sending me money. I am using that money to finally build a palisades here, and then I'm going to build one here, and I want to take this. Now, after I bumped with Marignan, we talked. Marignan is the player who is on Lucid's team. Lucid is playing as Bandar Log, and his teammate is Marignan. And so I talked with them, or I talked with this player, actually, and he at first was making like sort of all sorts of demands for territory and saying, oh, we should have nice borders, but I really wanted to have these 2 provinces because I desperately need the income and I need some good provinces. And so we agreed to have peace. He gave me peace. He was like, you know, I was telling him like, look, dude, you expand, like, Marigny's, like, capital's, like, over here somewhere, and he's expanded all the way out here, you know, up to Vanheim. And my point was basically, look, you know, we're getting owned by Ashdod, and you know, kind of expanded all the way here. This would normally be our land, but I'm telling him, look, I don't claim that you should give us all of this land. You know, you took it first. That's fair. But, you know, don't come and then claim this from me, right? Like, I desperately need this. So he was very reasonable, and we basically agreed, you know, to have peace. I hadn't taken these two, and in the end, I ended up also ceding this to him. But it's just barbarians. I didn't want to have to deal with it. And yeah, so, but importantly, I don't have to worry about being killed by Marigny over here. And I have these two provinces. And then also he was like, oh, that's the other thing. I remember when we were negotiating, he was like, well, yeah, but you can't build forts on them. And actually, that's interesting because forts in some ways are... I mean, you could see forts as aggressive, but they're also a sign of peace because usually when forts are where you put all your researchers, right? And so you don't necessarily want to have all your forts on a border with somebody because, oh, sorry, I bumped the mic there. But yeah, you don't necessarily want to have all your researchers on the border, right? If they attack you and then get all your researchers trapped, then you're screwed. Now, it turns out my researchers are all stealthy. These guys are spies, and these guys are spies and glamour. So it's not a big issue for Eriu, but still, that's something to keep in mind. Anyways, I told him, look, I am totally building forts here. I won't keep, like, armies, if that makes you happy. But, although it's not like he could tell, because my guys are glamoured. But anyways, whatever. He was very reasonable. And so now I have these. And also, this province has crossbows, which is fantastic. The cheapest crossbows. Not the cheapest, the second cheapest. Still pretty cheap. So, what are we doing this turn? We are, I guess, taking this province. It has heavy cav. I haven't pinged it, so I don't know how much. Hopefully this will be enough. And then down here, I have noticed that Ulm is building a fort over here. And so what I'm going to do, instead of continuing to expand, is I'm going to go be a jerk. And I'm moving my troops here, and next time we are going to go attack this province and hopefully kill his fort, because that will cost him 600 gold. And if anything I can do to slow down Ashdod and Ulm, then I will do that. And then we're still recruiting, you know, our usual guys. And that's pretty much it. So that is turn 14. I think that's going to be... Wait, is that it for this episode? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. No, we have one more. 15. Let's load turn 15. Okay. Battle in Peacehaven. Oh, this is us versus the heavy cav. Let's see how much heavy cav there was. Not too much. So I have my guys at the back to wait for the charge. They're on hold and fire something. Fortunately, it looks like the glamour absorbed most of the shock, and we get the rout, and that's it. So I think we lose. Oh, we lose 3, a bit more than I thought. Then he is clearing out the land around Vanheim. And that happens, and then unexpected event, we get major gems. Okay. All right. And here I've also invested this money into palisades, and now I'm building a temple and a lab. So I had a bunch of money because I'm actually, now that I've taken these provinces, like that's the tragedy here, is that actually this land is amazing. A lot of really high income provinces, I just haven't had the chance to expand into them because of this war, this early rush from Ashdod. Anyways, now we have money, plus Vanheim has given me some money. And so I'm getting lab and temple up here, and then we're starting on our palisades over there. Now we have planned our super sneak attack. It looks like this province has turtle warriors, so he wants to go into the water, which is smart. Now he's got a bit of PD and archers and turtle warriors, so he has a lot, but it's all chaff. My guys are sacreds, so What I'm doing is we're just doing air shield because I saw he had a bunch of archers, flight, attack, rear. Because these guys have Spellslinger, 4 spells is going to be quite a long time, so it should pretty much guarantee that his chaff moves all the way forward and engages with my chaff before my guys actually do the attack rear, which is going to fly them to the back, and so it should be able to hit the commanders when they're isolated. Well, I guess, and the archers when they're isolated from the rest of the chaff. So that is the plan, and that is it for this episode. So the situation is still dire. We are nowhere. We have nothing there's nothing that we can do really to fight off Ashdod. In this episode, we did our best to try to get some economic footing with which we can continue to be relevant in the game, and we're hopefully going to be able to inflict some damage on Ulm by taking out this fort and continuing to kill his dudes. So that's it. See you guys in the next episode where we will go through turns 16, 17, and 18. So see you guys then. Take care.